Hi Leo, welcome to your July reading. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Check out your other placements for additional messages. As this is a general reading, messages may not apply. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't for the next person. Whoa. These cards just been flying today. We're going to be looking into messages that need to come through for you guys for the month of July. Get some insight, wisdom, guidance, and overall see what's going on. And if you guys are interested, you can check me out on my Instagram at @JadeStoneTarot. And also, shout out to my July Leos. I hope you guys have a great birthday. And happy early birthday to the rest of my Leos, okay? So, right off the bat, we already have the moth and the rabbit. And let's see if there's anything else for Leo in July, please. Any other messages for Leo, Summarizing Venus in July 2021? Any other messages for Leo, Summarizing Venus in July 2021? Okay, what do we got here? The mouse. Oh, yeah, there's like a lot of energy of you guys kind of being fearful a little bit. Oh, my dog is snoring. I think she's like, you hear that? Luna? Hey, Luna? All right. She's like snoring, making like a kind of whiny sound in her sleep. She's good now. Sorry to wake you. It's her nap time. Anyways, so we have air and earth coming out. We don't got no fire. At the bottom of the deck, we actually have the hummingbird, the hummingbird, the unicorn, and the fox. Okay. We'll talk about that after. So you guys have been kind of in your head in July. Or July, you might notice yourself overthinking or just being very like nitpicky about everything. And you're driving yourself a little crazy, okay? You guys are feeling anxious about the future. Or there's something on your past that you're wishing you could go back to. Or wishing for things to be like how they used to. Maybe things were a lot better months ago, years ago, however long ago, and you're like, damn, like if only I could go back to how it used to be, except you can't. And there's like this bitterness, you know? You may be comparing your journey, your process to everyone else's, like looking at those around you and wow, that person has their shit together and that person has a family and that person's traveling and that person just bought like $1 million home and like that person's thriving and that person this and that person that. Like, but the thing is, the grass ain't always greener on the other side. All right, even if it looks like it is, or you see it on social media or Facebook, Instagram, whatever you might use, right? Oh my God, that person looks like they're thriving, living their best life. Yeah, on a screen it might look like that, but behind the closed doors, you don't know shit. And to focus on watering your own grass, weeding your own garden instead of focusing on what everybody else is doing. Like, just focus on your own business. Stay in your lane. All right. Otherwise, you might just end up getting way too distracted, focus on everybody else and everything that you don't have rather than what you do have. And like with the rabbit and the mouse, these two cards just kind of go hand in hand. Like there's just like anxiety and like you guys might be focusing on the itty bitty details that don't really matter, but it's like you're getting really worked up or over analyzing certain things about yourself, about others, getting in your head and spinning up dust clouds that maybe aren't even there, like just creating your own illusions. And it's leading to a lot of frustration and struggle and having difficulty trusting yourself and your journey in the process. The mouse is someone who's extremely detail oriented. They love the detail. They love to, you know, like think of like a famous artist and how there's so much detail in their piece of work, right? They strive for detail, but at the same time, it's like when you're up so close, you can only point out the flaws until you take a step back and look at the bigger picture. It's like you guys really this month in July, you're being asked to look at the bigger picture and to be more in the present moment, because a lot of you are either living in the past or living in the future. The past, it's over. You can't go back. You can't go back in a time machine and undo that mistake you made or that thing that you regret, or you want to go back to a time where you were much happier and you wish you were back then, but you can't because, you know, it's just how it is. And then the future, oh, what if this happens or what if that happens? It's just like it hasn't happened yet and you can't go back in the past. So whatever you're not happy with right now, you have a choice on what you're gonna do. You can either just sit and feel bad for yourself. I'm so sorry, you guys. I don't want to come off harsh, but like, this is the facts, okay? You can either sit in this energy and moan and complain and watch everybody else fly high, and you're like wondering, well, why not me? Why can't I? It's like, well, why not? Have you been getting in your own way? Have you been flaky? Have you not been committing enough or being consistent enough? Because that's the moth energy of not kind of like a bit flaky, okay? So let's just say, for example, a creative project, or maybe you're a singer, artist, whatever. You may have so many unfinished projects, right? And then that's, you know, it happens. You lose inspiration. You try to work on it, but it's just, it doesn't flow. You're forcing it, and then you just feel stuck. And you look at other artists around you, you're like, damn, like, they have it so easy. They are just producing, posting, going. How do they do it? And why am I struggling, right? You need to focus on yourself, your own journey. Your journey is different than theirs. And instead of focusing on their grass and, oh, their grass is so lush and green and full, and, you know, they don't have weeds in their grass and dandelions. Like, why does my grass look like this? It's like, you need to just focus on your own grass, your own garden, and focus on you. Don't worry about anybody else. And I know that's hard. There's a lot of pressure nowadays. This is a lesson that you're needing to learn and surrender to. And that's not easy. It isn't. There's like a lot of just like, there's just a lot on your mind. Like, my head low-key is like kind of hurting. Like, maybe it's just because I have my hair half up, half down, and like tension up in my head, but we're having a bad hair day. So anyways, at the bottom of the deck, we have the unicorn, the fox, and the hummingbird. Okay. So, first things first, in the month of July, you need to get into some sort of routine. Something you can commit to on the daily. It doesn't have to be for very long. This can be anything. This can be a workout. This can be a walk. This can be a meditation. This can be a moment where you just journal. This can be a moment where you do something creative and express yourself. Like, this could be anything that you want. But committing to that on the daily and putting the effort in. It's something that just inspires you, something that replenishes you. This could be you guys taking a bath, like a salt bath, and taking a moment just to cleanse yourselves, or to go out and ground yourselves in nature. Like, anything that keeps you grounded and helps replenish your cup so that it's constantly overflowing. You need to return to that as often as you can. Anytime you feel depleted, you go back to whatever this thing is, and it just helps recharge you. Whether this is like a nap, a daily nap that you take. Oh, well, I don't do naps. It's like, why not? If you're tired, you need a little extra rest, take a little cat nap. Doesn't have to be for hours. Just get some shut-eye, rest. Rejuvenate yourself. This card is all about rejuvenation, okay? Because clearly you guys are needing a break. You guys maybe have been going, but yet at the same time you feel like you're not getting anywhere, / you're not happy with the results, which is actually funny. The gazelle is also under these cards. The gazelle ties right in with the rabbit and the mouse. Just like so nitpicky energy of just being your worst critic and discrediting your own abilities, your own skills. Anyways, you guys need a break. July, carve some time out to just rest, rejuvenate, take care of yourself, get in the right mindset, because you guys are like all over the place. You're needing to get into your element, Leo. Remember who the fuck you are. Don't forget it, okay? Like, there is no fire. We got air and earth. Air and earth. It's like some of you have been limiting your creativity, adding too many rules, being really difficult, really hard on yourself, Oh, unicorns, there's no such thing as unicorns. That's not possible. Doubting your own abilities, doubting your own skills, doubting your intuition, doubting the signs, symbols, synchronicities, your dreams that you've been having. Like, oh, that's just a coincidence. That's not true. That's not... Shh. Yes, it is. Stop. You're letting your ego control you, but it's not even... It's keeping you stuck. It's making you feel like crap. And you need to believe in the magic, Leo. It's all around you, but you have the choice on if you want to look at it or ignore it. There's full moon energy in this card. Completion of cycles. Letting go. And, I feel like you guys have been too serious. Lighten up. Have fun. I know. You guys might be going through it. I don't know your situation. But I just feel like you guys are needing some lighthearted, fun, creative, expressive, like... Fuck the rules, like, have fun and do something that inspires you, that, like, is a thrilling thing that makes you, like, your blood pump, you know? Gives you that adrenaline rush. Like, do something you've never done before. Just, like, I don't know. If you've been feeling bored, same old, and you're unhappy with where you are, you need a... What's stopping you from getting up and making a change? What's stopping you? Yeah, that's something you have to ask yourself. I don't know you. I don't know your situation. I don't know what's stopping you. But think about it. How can you change things? How can you do things differently? What do you need to commit to? What do you need to adjust? What do you need to change? The Fox. This talks about adjusting quickly to changes around you. So maybe there will be some positive change in the month of July that will help you. The divine might just help push you out of that nest. Maybe you're afraid of stepping out of your comfort zone or looking like a fool or doing something crazy. Like, and that's okay, right? But to learn to adjust. And I just feel like you guys need to be more spontaneous, right? Do something different or pick up a new skill. Like, really challenge yourself this month to push yourself out of your comforts. Oh, but what if this and what if that? Like, your fears, right? Getting in your own way. You gotta push through that. You have courage. You have that strength. Pull it out of you, Leo. Okay? You don't have to be a tiny little mouse. Okay? I'm just saying. Yeah, let's just pull some tarot messages. Let's just see what's going on. I feel like you guys have just been getting stuck in, like, old ways, old limitations, focus on everybody else, and, like, kind of feeling, like, FOMO, like, fear of missing out. That's for some of you. And it's just, like, you're needing to switch something up. You're needing to spice some things up. You're needing to let loose and do what your soul wants deep down. You're like, well, I don't know what I want. Well, then you're going to have to sit, think, and contemplate and sit with yourself for a moment. Anyway, so let's get some tarot messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for July 2021. Come on, like, your birthday season's coming up, Leo. We don't want no birthday blues. Trust me, I feel you. My birthday's coming up in, like, less than a week, and I'm like, I low-key be getting the birthday blues. I'm like, damn, like, another year. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to push through that too, y'all, but it's all good. It's normal. Anyways, messages for Leo, Sun, Rising, Venus for July 2021. Any messages for Leo? That's too many cards. Messages for Leo, Sun, Rising, Venus for the month of July 2021. What's going on for my Leos, please? Messages for Leo, Sun, Rising, Venus in July. Deck is ready. My ring is, like, flipping around my finger. It's annoying. Okay. Messages for Leo. Okay, what you gotta say? The High Priestess. Why did I want to say Virgo? Some of you... Oh, right! I know some of my watchers be having, like, Leo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Sun, Leo Moon. Like, shout out to y'all. I know some of you have those placements. I was like, why was I going to call you Virgos? Like, oh yeah, some of my viewers. Alright, messages for Leo, Sun, Rising, Venus in July 2021. The World, beautiful energy. Messages for Leo, Sun, Rising, Venus for the month of July. We also have the Five of Swords. Alright, what's this? Three of Swords reversed. There's definitely energy of healing, trying to get over something. Maybe it's related to your last read. Your last read was pretty intense. It was like your own inner truth and, like, realizations. And so maybe that's tied to, like, these limitations and these fears and false beliefs, right? Maybe that's what you are trying to overcome, right? But it's, like, within you. High Priestess energy. Messages for Leo, the month of July. Anything else? King of Wands reversed. This fell on top. I can't speak, y'all. Fell on top of the High Priestess. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands, the Two of Swords, and the Two of Wands. Okay, and the Four of Swords reversed. There's that restless energy that you guys have been in, that you guys are needing to step out of. And that's, again, I think it's important that you guys try to get into the present moment. I also think it's important that you guys take time out to rest, recharge, rejuvenate yourself, take a break. Some of you have been just forcing, trying to push, trying to make things happen. And sometimes you have to just take a step back and release control and surrender to the timing of things, because the more you push, the more you force, the more you might just end up delaying yourself or getting more frustrated with yourself or feeling like, what's the point, you know? There is you do have some sort of choice coming up in July about the direction you're going down and how you've been handling things, and has that been the most efficient, or is there some changes that you're needing to make, right? And that's kind of what I've been saying. So we had the King of Wands reverse. There has been some frustrations that you've been dealing with. There's been lack of inspiration, and when you have felt inspired to go work towards something or to put energy towards something, yourself, career, whatever, relationship, it just feels like it's going nowhere, hitting a brick wall, and it's frustrating, it's discouraging, you feel like crap, and it takes a hit at your confidence, you know? There's some doubts that you've been feeling. Maybe you haven't really felt this much before up until now, and there's some insecurities that are coming up for you to look at and to find the underlying issue. Where did this stem from? And how can you work through this and heal this aspect of yourself? There's some things that are coming to light here with the High Priestess, but I feel like you're keeping this very quiet or like on the down low. Like no one would suspect that you feel this way. On the outside, you look calm, collected. Like you're keeping this to yourself. You may feel frustrated, but on the outside, you look calm. You got that poker face, but like on the inside, you have some things to deal with. There's some things that are bubbling up inside of you that, you know, it's showing in a way of like fear and anxiety and overthinking, but behind the mask of like anger and annoyance and frustration, there's some pain that you're needing to work on releasing and healing and forgiveness. Five of Swords. There might be some things that you regret. There might be some things that have happened in your past that you can't change. And, you know, it takes a lot of acceptance to move forward from that. And Three of Swords reversed. Obviously, the pain isn't as severe as it used to be, but it's still there. It still lingers. There's still some heaviness in your heart that you're needing to work through. And it's like, I think some of you could have just been like trying to ignore it or suppress it or pretend it's not there, right? Trying to just push it down. But when that happens, you end up just bottling it up. I was saying this to Taurus, like bottling up feelings, how that will eventually come back and bite you in the ass. If you don't deal with it, it eventually catches up. You can't keep running away from whatever these feelings are, whatever these hurts are. And that was kind of like your last reading. Like a lot of that stuff kind of coming to light and you guys needing to surrender and just look at things for what they are. And, you know, that's not always easy, right? But putting in the work. And so I think that's kind of what's coming up here. It's like with the High Priestess, my intuition guides me to the truth. It's all about your inner truth and what you've been telling yourself and these blocks that you've had and these restrictions and these beliefs and all these limitations that have been getting in the way of what you truly want, what is truly fulfilling, and your life purpose, you know, the direction you're supposed to be going down, and your intuition, right? There's been a bit of a block or a disconnect between you, maybe even your spirituality. Maybe you guys have kind of felt disconnected from yourself. Maybe you haven't been making it much of a priority, but I feel like in the month of July, you're really being directed to reconnect with yourself and to spend the time alone, to do that journaling, to like really just be with your thoughts and feel whatever needs to come up and acknowledging the things that you're working on or what you may need to work on. And that's okay. Like everybody has things to work on. I do, you do, your mother does, your brother does, your neighbor does, your boss does, your partner does. Like everybody, nobody's perfect, right? But there's always room for growth. There's always room for expansion and learning. And that's what's happening here. And we do have a lot of retrograde energy coming at play. We have Pluto retrograding. We have Saturn retrograding. We also have Jupiter retrograding and Neptune retrograding. So there's like quite a bit of intense retrograde energy. And a lot of this retrograde energy is going to last for quite a few months. So it's bringing up a lot of this underworld, shadow worky things that we need to acknowledge, okay? And so you're actually really needing to just surrender, look at it, face it, instead of trying to run away from whatever these things are, okay? And that's kind of what's needed here. And that's what's going to help bring peace. That's what's going to bring closure to this chapter so that you're able to move forward and just feel much more free. No more feeling like held down to something or stuck to something or unable to let something go. Like that could have been a struggle for a lot of you. It was like just letting something go once and for all. Like it's been not easy at all. But with the world coming out here, this does tell me that this is the significant time where one chapter is coming to an end and something new is beginning. And some of you have been resisting the change, or like you're fearful of the change. Rabbit energy, the mouse. But what if this and what if that? And like, you know, maybe even projecting past pains, past experiences onto these new opportunities that could be coming your way. And then you end up blocking yourself or like delaying the process again. And so you have a choice, Leo. Two of Swords, Two of Wands. You have a choice. You either stay with where you're at right now, do what you've been doing, move at the pace you've been going at, or you have the choice to move into this new journey, this new adventure. And you know, you would come out a winner if you gave it a chance, if you pushed yourself, if you approached things differently, if you attempted to try something new or jumped out of your comfort zone. Like, you would be pretty successful. But this requires you to break out of old habits, old cycles, old ways of being. And that's not easy, and that can be a struggle. And again, you may have 5 steps forward and 10 steps back, and that's, you know, it's a learning process. It's all part of the whole journey. It's never just like a straight line, walk in the park. It's going to be left, right, up, down, backwards, forwards, back, forwards. You know, it's never going to be just like a straight, direct A to B to C. It's going to be all over the place, you know. And sometimes things happen that are out of our control that we can't plan for, but then it pushes us down a specific path that leads us to the most fulfilling, happiest thing in our lives. You know, things happen in mysterious ways. But so you have a choice on where you're at right now. If you're unhappy, you have a choice. You can stay unhappy and keep doing what you've been doing and pushing against the river, trying to swim against the current, or you can, you know, and take your hands off the wheel and just let things unfold naturally. Jump out of your comfort zone. Follow that intuition, follow that gut feeling that you've been having about something. Like, oh, maybe I should try that thing. Maybe I should pick up that hobby. Maybe I should start up this relationship, this idea, whatever it is that you might be contemplating doing, but telling yourself, oh, but I'm not good enough, or what if this, or oh, but what if, you know, like really just getting in your own way, or shutting yourself down before even giving it a chance. I think you should take the risk, take the gamble, take that leap. And to be confident, because I don't know what's going on with the group I'm picking up on. You guys have been doubting yourselves or doubting your abilities, doubting the path that you're on, having a hard time trusting. You know, with circumstances, that happens, right? But to reconnect with yourself and remember that you are that bitch, you know? Like, you are talented. You are skilled in your own ways. You are special. You're unique. No one is ever the same. My dog's snoring again. I apologize. It's a little distracting. But it's about taking action. No more sitting, waiting, telling yourself that you can't. Saying that you're not good enough. Oh, there's already all these different artists out there. Like, they're better than me. No, there's only one of you. Stop shutting yourself down. Stop doubting your abilities. And just give it a chance. Might just work. Okay? There's a lot of restless energy. I do feel like in July, and I said this already, take a breather. Like, damn, really just take a break. You guys need like a mental health holiday. Like, you guys need a break. Please, if you can, take a little vacay if you can. I know circumstances might be difficult, or, you know, might be a little tight too, but even just like going out in nature, making that a daily commitment, right? Let me go for a little walk, clear my mind, or ground myself, like anything, right? Commit to that. Remember what I said about the hummingbird. Commit to that one thing that helps, replenishes, and fills your cup up, so that when you're feeling depleted, or when you're feeling a little insecure, or you're not feeling the most stable, most grounded, you can return to whatever this thing is that helps keep you grounded. Yeah, that's all I'm really getting. I was just kind of seeing if anything else would come to me. I'm like, I think that's it. So let me get a fairy message for you guys. Any fairy messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for July 2021. Any fairy messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in July 2021. Any fairy messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for July 2021. Any fairy messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus regarding this reading for July 2021? What fairy messages do my Leos need to hear? Fairy messages, please, for Leo. Any fairy messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in July? Fairy messages for Leo. Thank you. We have, the Singer of Transformation. Hell yeah. This fell on top of the High Priestess and the World. So, you guys are overcoming this. Oh, and we also have the Topsy-Turvets at the bottom of the deck. This talks about perception. Some of you are upside down. Some of you are sideways. And you need to get back up on your feet. Changing your perspective, right? Being open to all sides. And, you know, not always the grass is greener on the other side. You got to focus on your garden. You got to focus on your journey. Not what anybody else is doing. Focus on you. That's the most important. This is your life. You got to focus on you, your goals, your responsibilities. Don't worry about what your neighbors are doing, okay? Yeah. Let me get the book. But this is number 11. Some of you might be seeing a lot of 11s or 1s, right? The Singer of Transformation. And also, just noticing the color, red, right? Ground yourself, your root. Walk on the ground barefoot. Seriously, I think a lot of you do need some grounding. Getting grounded in the present moment. Check in with yourself on the daily. Really, just carve the time up just to be in some silence, okay? Alright, so, the Singer of Transformation. Oh, just kidding. Transfiguration. Same thing. The Singer of Transfiguration. Transformation, transcendence, and metamorphosis. The Singer of Transfiguration tells us that we've been through the gate, we have passed through the initiation process, and we have reached a new way of being, reflecting deep transformation within ourselves. Things will never be what they once were. Things will never be seen in the same way by us, and this is a good thing. The Singer's joyful, passionate blaze of color heralds a time of fulfillment and accomplishment. As with the other singers, the power and joy of this one radiates especially strongly to the things being symbolized by the cards around it. Like the reborn, renewed phoenix, the singer is aflame with the vibrant, expanded life. There isn't really much I can say about this. Not even the fairies seem to have anything to add. They are just sitting around here, smiling blissfully. And the cat in my lap, Sylvie, is purring so loudly it sounds like she's singing, as indeed she is. So are we all. Jackpot. This card in the reading signifies the joy of success after a time of struggle. A new way of life has been accepted and is being integrated. A sense of inner peace is growing. The struggle has all been worth it. This is a time of consolidation and joy, and it's both a reward for past achievements and a time for preparation for the next climb up the path. Reversed. Even when this is reversed, this card simply suggests that the realization or completion of the process is just around the corner. Enjoy. So, the fact that this card, talking about completion of the chapter, completion of a journey, moving to the next level, moving to the next step, right? So that's beautiful. So see, it looks like you guys are choosing, all right, enough is enough. I gotta be disciplined. I gotta get myself up. I gotta start making some changes, some adjustments. I can't keep making excuses for myself. I can't keep blocking myself or not believing in myself. Like, it seems like you guys are really just like waking up one moment and just realizing, okay, you know what? I need to get my shit together. Making the changes, making those adjustments, and, it kind of just hits you. It's like something that's within. This fell on top of the High Priestess in the World. So it's like, no one can force you to change. It doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter what any other reader says, what your mother says, what your partner says. It does not matter anybody's intentions, no matter how pure it is. No one can force you to change unless you yourself wants to change. It doesn't matter how good their ideas are, their intentions are. If you don't want to change, you won't change. You will stick to your same old, same old. When you want to change, you will do whatever it takes to make that change. And I feel like you guys are kind of waking up to like, okay, holy shit, I need to make a difference. I need to make some adjustments. I need to do something. I need to do this. Whatever it is that you're realizing, you guys are going with it. And that's really good. It's like that final push through that gate that you felt stuck to, things from your past, things that you're needing to release, things that you need to heal, right? Feels like you guys are finally like pushing through to this new chapter, this new direction, okay? And it's all because you guys made up your mind calmed your mind because y'all were restless as fuck. And now it's like all about moving forward and believing in yourself and no longer doubting yourself. Okay, let me get a couple Tikashi messages. But yeah, quite the reading. Any Tikashi messages for Leo, Summer, Nice, and Venus for July 2021? Any Tikashi messages for Leo, Summer, Nice, and Venus for July 2021? Tikashi messages, please, for Leo, Summer, Nice, and Venus. Any Tikashi messages for Leo? We have... Oh, did it not come out? Just kidding. Oh, there we go. We have confidence, and communication. Confidence. Be confident in yourself. Hold your composure. Be certain of yourself. You have no reason to doubt yourself. Do not undermine your confidence. Have the courage to boldly be yourself confidently and lovingly. Know that your goals are within reach. Be loving to those that do not have your level of self-confidence. And communication. What are you saying or not saying? Are your communications clear? Not all communications are verbal. Now is the time to communicate your thoughts and feelings. Speak your mind clearly so as not to be misunderstood. Be inspired as you communicate on all levels with yourself and other energy beings. So, Leo, that is what I got for you guys for the month of July. If you guys found this helpful or insightful, please let me know in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe. If you want, you can turn on the bell so that you're notified when I upload in the future. If you guys are interested, you can check me out on my Instagram at Jadestone Tarot. And with that being said, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care.